Hi, and hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. You know who it is. And it's time for our weekly track roundup, where I give my thoughts on some songs that have dropped over the past week. You know what it is. You know how we do it. All the songs that I talk about, love them or hate them, they're all linked down below. You can check them out for yourself. Also down there, our Turntable Lab link. If you want to get some records or a turntable there, we get kickback from it. Also down there, our Patreon page. If you want to get some extra bonus monthly content and support us in the process, we would greatly appreciate it. Also access to our Discord community. And yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, also, a shout out. Austin has passed this one along. This is from Bloodz Boi, rousay, more Eaze, a crying poem mini album, and Austin said they said they'll let this speak for itself. So no tease, no description, just go into it blind, and you will maybe get some magic out of it. So yeah, there you go. Shout out. All right, worst tracks of the week. We have a couple. We have a few. They are as follows: Staying Alive, DJ Khaled. Drake and Lil Baby on the track. Staying Alive, more like staying asleep. This one's boring. All right, next we have Bad Decisions with Benny Blanco, BTS, Snoop Dogg. The BTS boys are sounding as slick as ever, but the Snoop feature is quite bad. But, you know, kudos to Snoop for always being down for literally pretty much anything. That's kind of the way his flow sort of sounds. It's not great. All right, well, it's a bad decision. All right, let's move on. No more cracking jokes. No more cracking jokes. All right, Meh, the tracks that I was not crazy about, but I still thought they were worth pointing out. You might enjoy them more than me. They are this new one from Trippie Redd, Big 14. It's got a banger beat. It's also got a banger chorus as well. The offset feature is pretty decent. The Moneybag Yo in the middle of the track is quite sleepy. A little bit of a lull on the song, but still sort of a bop. Not too bad. We have Slipknot, Yen, brand new track. This one's a slightly more of a ballad. You know, if you're really kind of more into that Stone Sour side of Corey Taylor's catalog, I think you'll enjoy this one. It's a bit more mellow, a bit more melodic. It's got some pretty decent melody lines coming off the vocals here and there as well. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like a fire track, anything that really gets my blood pumping or anything like that, but you know, not a bad change of pace for Slipknot on this one. We have a new one from Panda Bear, Sonic Boom, record is on the way, Edge of the Edge is the title of this one, and yeah, I think the track hits a good vibe, and it brings those Beach Boys vocals and kind of that dreamy Pet Sounds-esque instrumentation, but it just kind of loops on forever and doesn't really develop significantly. Like it really could use some progression, in my opinion. We have a new one from Meechy Darko over here, which is pretty interesting that we're going to be getting a solo record from him very soon. But, you know, it's got almost like kind of a dark horrorcore-ish kind of an edge to it, I would say. I believe Freddie Gibbs is in the mix as well on this one. And, yeah, you know, it's pretty decent. It's got some good stuff about it. A-Trak is on the song, too. Check it out. All right, moving on from there, we have a new one from Mars Volta, which is pretty decent. It's more of a almost like a classic rock ballad type cut. You know, seems almost like a little old school for them. Nothing too flashy, nothing too progressive, nothing too out there. Pretty standard, I would say, for Mars Volta. And while I think there is like kind of like a refreshing novelty to that simultaneously, like not the most standout song I've ever heard. You know what I mean? I'm a little on the fence with it. All right, and we have The Killers, who essentially like ruined the vocals on this new track Boy with just like way too much effects, manipulation, everything. Just the vocals are fine on their own. Brandon Flowers is a very capable vocalist. You don't need to mess up his vocals this much. The vocals are just mangled and destroyed on this one. And, you know, which is unfortunate because I think the tune at the core of it is pretty damn solid, but, you know, can't win them all, I guess. And also the Mountain Goats, who sound like they're really trying to rock out on this new record. Their last track had almost like a punky edge to it. This one has some very blaring electric guitars as well. Mark on You is the title of this one. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Mountain Goat song of all time or anything like that. Not even close. But, again, it is cool to hear John Darnielle and company just rocking out a bit more, I suppose, on these new cuts. All right, and we have Panic at the Disco. Viva Las Vengeance record is on the way. This new one over here that I wanted to point you guys to, Local God, has a very good tune to it. I think a solid chorus as well. I'm liking the lyrics at some points of the song too, but Brendan Urie's vocals, man, he just like sings so obnoxiously, and I can only take so much of it. But that's just me. That's just me. If you enjoy his vocal style, I think this is actually quite a good track, honestly. All right, and Carly Rae Jepsen sounding a little bland once again on a new single. I'm sort of shocked, honestly. Beach House is the name of this new one. While it's not bad, it's definitely not, the sharp, studied pop, I'll say, skill that, we usually hear from Miss Jepsen's work, especially on this new cut. But, I don't know. Just sounding a little bland, in my opinion. All right, and we have a new one from Birds and Row as well. Pretty standard, chaotic, post-hardcore type affair on this one. Not too bad, though. Not too bad, but looking forward to their new record very soon. Water Wings, obviously, the title. And, we have the 1975 as well in the mix on this one, Happiness. Vocals from Matt Healy, pretty underwhelming on this one, but I do like the kind of groovy 80s quality of the whole thing. Almost sounds like the Saturday Night Live band at some points with the howling saxophones. It's groovy. It's groovy. It's funky. It's sweet. It's a bit nostalgic as well. So, check it out. All right, best tracks of the week, the ones that really have impressed me and stuck with me, they are as follows. Let's go. Brand new one from Bill Wurtz. This one is a hilariously titled I Like to Wear Soft Clothing. And amazing chord progressions, melodies, vocal work from Bill, just as usual, because his stuff does tend to be very kind of progressive and eccentric and very creatively composed. Always a million changes, a lot of detail, a lot of color, a lot of fun. It sort of sounds like weird music from a gateway computer in 1998. Love it. We have Willow over here with another single, another impressive solo single. The last one kicked ass and rocked. This one kicks ass and rocks and has a good chorus as well. Hover Like a Goddess. I'm just really liking what Willow's doing lately. And I've never been a huge Willow fan before, but I think she's getting better and better. So, congrats. Kudos. We have Stella Donnelly with a very spoken word type cut with How Was Your Day? It's very fun, very quirky, a little tongue-in-cheek. I like it a lot. Stella bringing some fun attitude to this new cut. And we have KAYTRANADA and Anderson .Paak coming together on this smooth and groovy, soulful little cut, Twin Flame. A lot of chemistry on this one, a lot of groove on this one. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. We have Bad Time Records' Shape of Ska Punk to Come comp, which is dropping very soon. Jer is on here. They have dropped a song called Ska Has Progressed Past the Need for Incels. So basically, calling out or kicking out anybody who's sexist, racist, transphobic, homophobic, so on and so forth, out of the ska scene. And, it's got a fun sort of in-your-face kind of energy to it. Good bass line and beat, too. Very good production on this one. So, Jer kicking ass once again. We have the opening track here from a new EP that Doechii has just dropped. And this one features Rico Nasty, kicks ass, is amazing, is mind-blowing, is raw and rugged. Swamp Bitches is the title. And it's a great track. And I just want to tell you guys and remind you guys that the new EP is out. And it's pretty good. We have this new one from DACEY, STEPMOM, almost like a B-52s vibe coming off this track. Great guitars, great groovy energy, eccentric vocals on the front end. It is quite catchy and, just a tad bit weird. Liking it a lot, but maybe like kind of a punkier energy, even if I am getting a B-52s vibe off of it. Punkier. Think punkier. All right, and we have a new one from Lewis Cole over here, which is quite a long one from him. Let It Happen is the title. The falsetto vocals on this track may also not be for everybody, but I still think it's a very pretty song. I still think it's a very pretty track. I'm liking it a lot. Liking the progression as well. The way the instrumentation builds up toward the end is quite pretty, so fucking with that. We have a new one from Hot Chip over here as well. This is quite a dark track from Hot Chip. It is the title track to their forthcoming album that they'll be dropping very soon, Freakout release. And yeah, again, the vocals are really strange and somewhat unsettling. The synths and drums go quite hard and are a little abrasive. I'm liking this direction from Hot Chip. I haven't heard anything quite as chock full of attitude as this, that they've done before. And it's yeah, it's kicking ass. It's sounding great. Big respect, liking it. The band is still sounding hella creative at this point in their career. Also want to shout out this Black Soprano family track, Benny the Butcher and company on this one. DJ Premier doing some cuts on the track too. And yeah, it's fucking nasty as hell. Just fantastic. Loving it. Great energy, good bars, killer production. And again, DJ Premier in the mix, sounding good. We have Boris with a track that sounds almost like a Guar throwback, but in the best way possible. My Name is Blank. This one kicks total ass too. And also shout out to EKKSTACY, an artist who I'm just learning about now due to this new song over here. And it's got a nice little somewhat reverby indie rock kind of vibe to it, but there's like a punk edge to it as well. There's a punk edginess to it that I'm liking. Wish I Was Dead is the name of the track. It's quite catchy too. It's sweet on the ears, but it has a raw enough feel to where it feels a little rebellious. But yeah, I'm liking this one quite a bit. This is very good. And yeah, that has been the weekly track roundup, everybody. Hopefully you got some good recommendations out of this video. Love you. You'll see me in another review or something very soon. Just keep an eye out. And yeah, mwah, forever.